Well, good afternoon, folks. It's just ticked a couple of minutes after 4 o'clock, which means we are able to get on with proceedings here this afternoon. A very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Welcome along to the Harcourts Gold auction rooms here at number 471 Papanui Road. Mark Morrison is my name. I'll be your auctioneer in charge of proceedings here this afternoon. Now, we're here to do a couple of things here today. Firstly, to inform you that the two properties that we offer up for sale here today have both received pre-auction offers which are at acceptable levels to our owners. Secondly, we will see whether or not we see some further bidding over and above those pre-auction offer levels. Now, should we see further bidding this afternoon on either properties, we will hold auctions. If I don't see any bidding on those respective properties, I simply knock the property down to the initiator of that pre-auction offer and the property will be sold. Now, before we roll through the proceedings here this afternoon any further, I will take some time just to make a quick health and safety announcement, if I may, given the fact that we are navigating these very interesting times through COVID-19. Being in level 2 here in Christchurch, we do need to make sure that we are following the rules. You'll see that our room is set out a little bit differently to normal. We ask that you have scanned in, so use the COVID-19 tracker app on your way in. If you haven't, make sure you do that. If you're not tech savvy like myself, perhaps you can go and see the team and we can get you signed in. Go and see the team. We can manually sign you in. Elise is over the far side of the room, so she can manually take your details should you prefer to do it that way. Make sure you've sanitized those hands on the way in. Do take a moment to sanitize your hands on the way out as well. If you become unwell in the next 14 days, I ask you that you let one of the Harcourts Gold Management team know of that fact, or if you are working with a Harcourts agent, another agent outside of the gold team, do let them know and they will in turn let us know here, just so that we can follow our due processes that we are required to undertake. We thank you for working alongside us as we navigate these difficult times. Now, I'd like to acknowledge our sellers. We thank them for their presentation, their ease of access, but first and foremost for their choice in agency. We do appreciate that there is choice out there in the marketplace, and we thank and acknowledge them for choosing to work with the great team here at Harcourts Gold. Now, speaking of the team here at Harcourts Gold, I will take a moment to introduce you to some of the familiar and friendly faces who are here to help guide and assist you should you need it. Mr. Chris Kennedy, there he is, right, your timing is impeccable as per usual. Chris Kennedy, business owner here within the Harcourts Gold team, fellow auctioneer as well. Everything that I do perfectly up here at the front is because of Chris. Any mistakes that I may make, Chris won't own any of those. To Chris's left is Jane Meyer. Jane, one of our managers here in the Papanui team, and across on my side, on your right, my left, is Anna McKenzie, another of our managers here within the Papanui team. Now, Rebecca Johansson, she stands alongside me. She scribes any bids that we might receive here this afternoon. She keeps me on my toes. She makes sure that we are recording all of the bids accurately here today. And behind behind Rebecca, I have Nicole Cracknell, excuse me. Nicole, she drives all of our technology. So she drives our presentation that you see up on the screen. She also beams out to the World Wide Web. And on a normal Thursday morning auction day, we generally have around 50 or 60 people tuning in to keep tabs on the property market. So for anyone tuning in this afternoon to keep an eye on things, a very warm welcome to you as well. Now, I know the team at Harcourts Gold will have made all of the relevant documentation for today's auctions available to you, including the LIM, the title, and of course the contract from which we work from. Now, that's been approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand and the Auckland District Law Society. Now, there are a few rules and regulations that we must adhere to when it comes to bidding and buying at auction. That won't surprise you folk. Things are a little bit different today given the fact both auctions here are brought forward auctions. Basically what that means is that when I announce the pre-auction offer level of both properties, that is where we are on the market. That's effectively our reserve price. We are on the market and selling from that point onwards. Now, as auctioneer, I will give some guidance, some suggestions in terms of what the bidding increment may be. But by and large, I'll be very happy to work with you folk. Any genuine bids that I take from you, I'll be more than happy to receive. It is my right to refuse a bid if I deem it not to be in the best interests of my owners. If a dispute arises, if there's any argy-bargy with the bidding, well, I'll be sure to sort that out as well. Vendor bidding, that is normally my express right as an auctioneer. None of them will be placed today. I will not be placing any bids on behalf of my owners, given the fact that we are on the market and selling from the outset. Now, when the hammer comes down to the rostrum, if it falls in your fashion, Congratulations, you are the successful purchaser. Before you commence any celebrations, we do ask you undertake just a few simple steps for us. Firstly, you'll sign the agreement, and in doing so, you're acknowledging receipt of the approved REA guide. The second thing you'll do is arrange to make a payment of a neat and precise 10% of the purchase price, unless, of course, you have made prior arrangements before today's proceedings. Thirdly and finally, you'll complete the GST information, which is outlined in Schedule 1. So folks, those are the rules of engagement. Very clean, concise and simple is our auction process here, very transparent. Shortly I'll move on to our first offering, and in a few moments announce the level at which the property has been accepted at, and the level by which I will accept bidding over and above that level. So first up today is number 2, John Campbell Crescent in Linden Grove, Middleton. I welcome Deb Crosby. Deb towards the rear of the room. She's been the property's ambassador over the last week or so here at number 2. It's more formally described as being an estate in freehold, 614 square metres of that freehold, and that's made up of lot 24, deposited plan 394, I should say, 814. That's outlined and detailed in the certificate of title that Deb and the team have made available to each and every one of you. Now, the settlement date is set down for Thursday, the 25th of March 2021, or any other such date that may have been arranged prior to today's proceedings. The list of chattels remain as advertised. I note there that the outdoor planters and urn, they will not be there come settlement date, so don't expect them to be there. Those further terms of sale, they very clearly outline clauses 22 through to 26. You bid and you buy on that basis here today. Well, here is a home, Deb, that's been clearly built to a standard. It's not to a budget in this situation, such as the spec. The phrase award-winning should come as little surprise here. This really is just a beautiful home. I love the fact that it's single level, so popular. It makes access and living day in, day out so easy. It's positioned to make the most of the sunshine in both the outdoor spaces, but also as you come back inside as well. It is sited to make the most of the big yellow up in the sky. I love the fact that there's the gas fire. It's a little bit cooler today, but come winter especially, you'll be warmed by that. You'll also be warmed by that underfloor heating. That will warm your souls and your soul as well. Now, there's 4 double bedrooms. That ensures that accommodation is well and truly ticked off as well. The master, it features its own walk-in wardrobe and the ensuite, as you would expect with a home of this vintage and this quality. The double internal access garage, that means that you can leave the car at home as well if you choose to, because you are so close to the city here. Perhaps you like getting out on the bike, or you can jump the bus and head into town so easily here in this location. This is a wonderful home. John Campbell Crescent, folks, number 2. We have received a pre-option offer that is at an acceptable level to our owners at a level of $830,000. So 830 is the bid. Do I welcome and say 840 to get us underway? Do we have an auction here this afternoon? Or do I simply sell away at 830,000? You tell me, what would you like to do? Perhaps the young one wants to get on the ladder straight away. This will be cheap in, say, 20 years when you're in the market, or 25. What do you say? 830 anywhere. 840 perhaps, I should say. We sell at 830. First chance at 830. Is there a bid anywhere? No more open homes. Chance to move in and enjoy this spectacular.
840.
840. There we go. Anna McKenzie working with a bidder on the phone at 840. We have an auction. At 840, where's the retort? Surely it would be 850. 845 cuts me in half, but good luck. At 845, you're in the lead, and that's where you need to be. At 845 and 5, I sell away. Anna, it's back against your buyer on the phone. One bid seldom buys, as you know.
850.
And 50 there. 55's the retort. If you'd like to bid more, you can tell me as well. First chance here. 8.5 and 5. There we go. At 8.55 only. Nudges it back in front at 8.5 and 5. The call. Fairly bid.
860.
And 60. Your turn now. At 65. Beg your pardon? 865. There we go at 865. Nicely done at 8.6 and 5. First call, Anna. At 865 here for 2 and 70 now. At 8.6 and 5. At 8.70 now I have though. At 870 it's back against you, DC, and your buyer on the back of the wall. At $870,000. Bid away. Once. at 870. Not the time to be shaking your head. I can't sell to second place getters here. Twice now at 870. I'll take 2,000 if that helps. 872 at 872. Got to fight for good homes like this at $872,000. Stay strong. First call, Anna. How are we looking on?
875.
And 5 puts 3 on the rise at 875,000. It's my favourite number. 7/8 of $1 million for any of the factions into the fractions at 875. I have here. First call. Absolutely phone a friend if you need to. 880. Nicely done. Astutely done, I might add, at 880. Gets me off my favourite number though, but you're back in the lead at 880. At 880 I have. Enters it straight to 9. It's against your buyer. What? First chance here.
882.
And 882. 882. 885. Nicely done at 885. Here we go. At 885 at the back. Beautiful home here. Highly spec'd. Quality home this. Quality real estate. Great location. At 88 and 5. Is it 90 Anna or more? First call.
886.
886. Could be on the ropes now. Just the one on the top. Straight to 90 is my suggestion, but I do know very little. First call here. At 89 and 6. 890, sorry, 890 with you. It is at 886 here. First time I've ever made a mistake. At 890,000 at the back. First. Second now. At 890, Anna. Another 2. At 890. Do I sell at the back, Anna? I'm being told to wait. Okay. Thought this was my show. At 890. Quickly.
892.
At 892. At 892. Straight to 900. I joked about it before. No laughing matter, however. And the fight for property here. First call. At 892 here, it's against you. Is it 895? Or perhaps straight to 9. It's really easy to work out the deposit that way. Second chance. At 89 and 2. Hammers up. 895. At 895. Everyone tiptoes around these round numbers. No one wants to get to the 900 first. In my experience, it's best to get to those numbers first. Get to those psychological barriers first. But at 895, it's down the back. First call.
897.
897. It leaves 900 wide open. It's worth it all day long. It's a good property. At 897, it's against you. First chance. At 8, 9 and 7. Twice. Here. At 898. Another 1,000 on the rise. At 898. The 2 John Campbell Crescent. Surely named after the news presenter, I don't know. Haven't done my homework. At 800. 900, there we go. At $900,000. At 900, what's the retort? Often they stop on those round figures, man. Suggest you test that out. At 900,000, perhaps a one on top. Might be the best one you ever spend. First chance, here, do I sell at 900,000? Twice the money. Back to the open homes. Shoes off, shoes on. Third and final chance, I'll take $500 if it helps. I'm being told I'm third chance, 3 fingers are up. At 900,000, do you bid me another 500 to stay alive? As they rip the car park up.
Bit of background noise.
Bit of background noise, that's right. You won't have any of this at 2 John Campbell Crescent. Just serenity and happiness. Do I sell? All done. All silent. Appreciate the bidding. And sit tight with your buy. 2 John Campbell Crescent. Happy to announce it. 900,000. It goes. It's sold here. Congratulations to our underbidder. Commiserations. I do appreciate the bidding. I know that Deb and the team will help you in to a wonderful new home very soon. We'll take a brief pause, put on some bidding music and be back very shortly. Well, folks, thank you for your patience. We now move forward to our second of two opportunities here for you this afternoon. 296 Gardeners Road in Harewood. And I welcome to the front of the room Leanne Marriott, as I just lift my voice a couple of levels to compete with the digger out there in the car park. 296 Gardeners Road, proudly brought to the market by Leanne Marriott, an estate and freehold, 1,226 very generous square metres of that freehold land, made up of Lot 21. Deposit of plan 77630. That's detailed and outlined in the certificate of title that Leanne and the team have made available to each and every one of you. Settlement date is set down for Friday, the 25th of June of this year. The further terms of sale being clauses 22 through to 26. You find them towards the rear of the agreement, and those the list of chattels, they are outlined in Schedule 2. I note there that the rug in the family living area will not be there come settlement date, but the rest of the chattels and the house, of course, will be. Now, they say the best way to improve your memory is just to buy an unforgettable house. 296 Gardeners Road, well, it surely is that house. It mixes the urban conveniences of this location, but yet at the same time you get that semi-rural feel. So you really do get the best of both worlds here when you get to come home to this private family oasis at the end of the day. And it really is on an extra large scale, this home. Those 2.7 high metre studs, at my height being just shy of 2 metres, I appreciate that extra vertical space. That means I can offer shoulder rise to any little ones without the fear of concussions and trips to the hospital, which is always nice. When it comes to the little ones, they'll have a myriad of options for the accommodation. There are 5 bedrooms here on offer, so multiple spaces for the accommodation come the end of the day. The fact that the kitchen and the living spaces, they overlook those magnificent gardens, the lawn area that you see up on screen. There's the terrace and the barbecue area. That's a beautiful place to sit back and relax and entertain with friends and family. I love the fact that there's the oversized double garage as well, plus the carport and extensive off-street parking here as well. There's plenty of space here for the cars and the tools and the toys. Plenty of space here right throughout this home. This is a beautiful home here at 296 Gardeners Road. Folks, my owners, they've received a pre-auction offer at an acceptable level to them at $1,075,000. So at 1 3/4, or $1,075,000 is probably a better way to say it. Is there 1.1 anywhere? $1,075,000 is the money. You tell me what you'd like to pay. Needs to be north of that, however. 1.1's got a nice ring to it. Look good on Facebook.
180.
180, absolutely, sir. Puts 5 on top, but high five to you at $1,080,000 with you. You're in the lead, and that's where you need to be for the chance to win. At $1,080,000, we have an auction here today, and we sell away.
190.
1,090, there we go, puts 10 on at $1,090,000 at 1.1. It's where I suggested, sir, if we stick in the 10s or perhaps the 5s are more to your liking, for a big, solid family home here. At 1,090, I have here. Is it $1,095,000 for the chance? Is it more? At $1,090,000, I have here. First call. I'll give you 3 to change your mind. I welcome you back in at any stage, sir. Twice the money.
192.
At 1,092, absolutely. I'll take the 2 from you at $1,092,000. Is it straight to 1.1? And 95. There we go. Puts 3 on the rise. At $1,095,000, I have. Another 2, sir, takes me through to 1097. You shook your head before. I welcome you to change your mind if you like. First chance, it's a strong shake this time. Okay, let's see what that means. Twice the money at $1,095,000 here. Do I sell here? Third chance at $1,095,000, sir. Permission to sell here, you're all done. All done. Appreciate the bidding. All the best in your property search at $1,095,000. Delighted to announce 296 Gardeners Road goes. It goes. It is sold here. Well done. Congratulations. Well bid, well bought. 200 bit of commiserations. I know the team will help you into your new home very soon. Well, folks, that wraps up proceedings here this afternoon. Thank you for dealing with the noise out the back and putting up with me as well. And we'll see you tomorrow for another brought forward with Mr. Cameron Bailey, and furthermore some wonderful properties on Thursday morning as well. Thank you so much.